Good evening. Tonight at 5 o'clock, we're getting a closer look at the reason that Richard Allen's attorneys went to appeal his conviction in the Delphi murders case.
We first got the 113-page document just before noon today. Since then, our Rich Nye has been looking over it. He's been looking at it, and he joins us with a look at what he has discovered. Rich?
A lot to read through and some heavy stuff. Richard Allen's appeal argues that the search of his home was unconstitutional. His prison confessions came under psychological coercion, and lots of evidence in his favor was excluded from the trial. Now, you may remember these previously released photos of Allen before he was arrested and then after he was moved to the Westville Correctional Facility, a state prison. His appeal says that 13 months in solitary confinement was psychological coercion. His attorneys say he lost 45 pounds, was psychotic, and gravely disabled. At the same time, he made multiple confessions to doctors, prison guards, and family that he killed the two girls. He was also drinking toilet water and covering himself in feces, spit, and vomit, and making delusional statements. Defense attorney and former deputy prosecutor Brad Banks reviewed the appeal brief for 13 News.
The more stress somebody's under, the more their circumstances are of such that they're going to have a mental state of insanity or severe depression or isolation. The more susceptible somebody is. Now, what the state's going to say in response, and certainly is a good response, some of these were to his spouse.
Those confessions to his spouse. Richard Allen was sentenced about a year ago to 130 years in prison for the murders of Abby Williams and Libby German in February 2017. The Attorney General typically has 30 days to file a response to Allen's appeal brief, but will likely be granted more time in this complex case. And tonight at 6, we'll look at the evidence about a ritual killing and other suspects that was not allowed at trial, another argument in this appeal as to why it should be overturned.
All right, Rich, so many twists and turns in this case for sure. All right, and this is just the very latest. We'll have more ahead at 6. Thank you.
And we've been covering this case since we first learned of the murders back in 2017.
You can stream the special we created, Justice for Abby and Libby. It recaps all the big events from the case, the arrest and the trial, and the sentencing. It's on our streaming service, WTHR+.